have them close by. So let me take my slippers off. So our shape of the week is our Ardha Chandrasana, which is half moon, which, traditionally it's a standing balancing pose with one foot down. You can have a hand on the block, a leg out and an arm up, opening the chest, the hips, and giving us that stability and just feeling our energy moving in all directions. And so, for today, we're just going to explore kind of the pieces of that shape. So feeling one limb on the ground and one limb outstretched, and energy moving up and energy moving down. So we're just going to explore different shapes that hold those elements and create those elements. And just really listen and move. It's a hip opener, it's a heart opener. And like I said, it's that balancing standing. So we're just going to offer ourselves some balance today. Some opening. And as I wrote in the email, the ease, the stability, and the receptivity. So however you want to start today, maybe you want to start in a seated butterfly. And if you want to try a variation, you can have your soles of your feet together. One thing I like to do is to bring a block between the feet, and that will really kind of open up the hips. It depends though just how your body is anatomically. I naturally have a little bit more external rotation in the hips. So if you find that your hips kind of rotate out naturally, then this would be comfortable. It might feel good. If you have less external rotation, then that's not going to be comfortable at all. So don't use the block. So just explore that and see. So you can have a seated butterfly to start and connect with the breath. Perhaps you want to come onto the back, onto a reclined butterfly. We're going to offer a little hip opener to start and to connect with the breath, and maybe even want to find a bolster and place a cushion on your block and recline onto a pillow for a reclined butterfly. So, just honor your practice, honor your body, and maybe you're ready for Shavasana and you can throw that eye pillow on, okay? Just really coming into attunement with your energy. Kind of what brought you here today? How can you honor and serve that with our opening shape? Drop into the breath. Drop into the back of the body on the floor. Drop into ease. Drop into stability. And then drop into receptivity. And allow those three to interconnect, to intermingle. See how those support each other. Feel the chest rise with the in-breath and fall on the out-breath. Notice the stomach rise and fall. And I see that you're all on your backs, and so it's really a little bit easier to notice that on the back than if we're seated. And so on your backs, maybe bring a hand to the stomach and to the heart. Feel the correlation with the movement and with the inhale and exhale. And now as you're ready, just letting the breath go. And if you're ready to move, since you're already on your backs, we're going to stay on our backs. We're just going to let that left foot come to the ground, and you can bend. Feel the low back on the ground. Keep the left hand on the belly and the right hand on the heart, or vice versa, right and left. But keep them on your heart and your stomach. Let's inhale to reach that right leg to sky, and just point and flex that foot. Feeling the body on the earth, and then this one limb extended in the opposite direction. Feeling our energy up and down. And now as you're ready, bring the arms out to the side like a T. Keep moving that ankle around if you want, pointing and flexing the foot. Energy going out to the sides, down to the earth, and up to the sky. And now bend that right knee, bring the foot to the ground, pause. And then let that right foot ground, bring the left leg to sky, and just move that ankle around, pointing and flexing the foot. Feel the back and the right foot pressing into the earth and supported by the earth. Feel the arms at the side, energy reaching outward, left and right. Feel the energy reaching down into the earth. And then this one little limb up to the sky, reaching out. Breathe in. And now let's exhale to lower that left foot to the ground. Bring the right leg long and bring that left knee out to the side so it's a reclined tree. Relax that right leg. And now bring the arms into cactus. And then with those arms in cactus, press the back of that elbow and the back of that hand into the floor. You feel the chest rise. We feel the biceps of the arms a little active here as we press the elbow and the back of the hand down. And now let go of that press, relaxing the back body and the arms. Then inhale to reach the arms up past the corners of the mat like a Y. And really stretch and feel that energy grounding down in the back, reaching past the crown of the head upward, and then that right foot reaching beyond the bottom of the mat. And now let's exhale back to our cactus, sliding those arms across the floor. And now press the back of the hand down, the back of that elbow down. Maybe feel the heart lift towards the heavens. That energy just going upward from the chest was by pressing down. Then this energy interacting with each other. The rebound of the arms pressing down, influencing the heart and the chest. Release the arms, relaxing the body and the top end of the body. And then inhale to reach those arms past the head like a Y. And now let's exhale to reach a little more. And then bring those fingertips towards the ceiling. So the wrists are over, the elbows over, the shoulders, fingertips reach to the sky. And then just reach. Lifting the shoulder blades off the ground. Bring the hands together in prayer, palms meeting. Reach as far as you can towards the sky with the back on the ground still. And then let's exhale to just float those arms out to the side body, coming into a T with the arms, palms to the sky. Be feeling the stretch on the inside of the elbows, maybe the wrists are even stretching. And then relax the hands just out the side, let them rest. And then exhale to bring the left foot to the ground, bring the right foot to meet it, and then bring the left leg long and let the right knee fall out to the side. So now we're in our fallen Christmas tree on the right side. Exhale. We'll inhale to bring those arms into that cactus again. Maybe it's like a menorah arms. You can press the elbow down, the back of the hands down into the earth, feeling that chest respond. Breathing in and out for 3 and 2 and 1. Relax the arms, so that chest relax, the back relaxes. Inhale, bring those arms into a Y, past those corners of the mat. Really reaching, reaching, reaching. Stretching from the armpits, the side body. And then relax the arms. Again, and then we'll exhale back to the cactus. Press the backs of the hands and the elbows into the floor. The chest lifts. And when I say chest lifts, it's the back of the body is still on the earth. The chest just kind of puffs up, right? And now relax the arms. And then this time, let's bring the arms so the fingertips reach for the bottom corners of the mat and then reach those fingertips downward. Feel the tops of the shoulders open. Maybe you're reaching so much the hands begin to kind of hover over the ground, and then exhale, sigh, relax into the earth. And we'll do that again. You're going to reach those fingertips towards the bottom corners of the mat. The arms might hover off the ground as you reach, 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 and then relax. And now bring those fingertips to reach for the sky. The palms can face each other. Let's interlace the hands, then flip the palms up to face the ceiling. And now we might notice that opening, yes, across the wrists, the hands. For those of you here that work with your hands so much, this might feel really nice to kind of open across the wrists and the palms, breathing in and out. Now flip those hands back so the palms shine towards the heart, and then relax the interlace, bringing the palms apart. And then rest the hands on the heart and the stomach. We'll bring the right foot to the ground and send that right leg long. For just a short shavasana to pause. A little transition here. Let's exhale to bring one foot to the ground. It doesn't matter which one. And then when you're ready, roll over onto your side. And then rest your head on that arm. Bring one hand to the floor in front of the chest and just kind of pause. And then when you're ready, let's press that hand into the floor, lift up. And then we'll come into a high kneel. And maybe bring your heart in the same direction as the long edge of the mat. Because then when we come into our gate pose, we'll have that sticky mat instead of the floor on the side of the mat. So in our high kneel, let's inhale to bring arms up overhead. And then as you're ready, just reach to one side. Kind of as if you were going to just cascade and rest onto a globe. Maybe a snow globe with the winter scene inside. And then we'll exhale over to the other side, reclining over the other snow globe. Opening up the opposite side body. And inhale to bring arms up. Exhale to bring the hands to the side. Really nice job, guys. Let's ground the right knee. We'll send that left leg to the side. And maybe with that left leg out, we can bring hands to the hips and just rotate that heel down to the toes to come to the sky. And then rotate the foot back down so the foot's flat. And just feel that rotation of the hip, just moving just with awareness. There's no rush. There's no goal. We're just opening up that hip, just like gently bringing the foot to the ground and then the toes up to the sky. So now let's ground that foot and we'll inhale, bring the arms out. Sigh. Maybe feel some ease here. Where do you feel the ease in this shape? Maybe notice where you feel stable. Maybe your breath feels stable. Or your shoulders. Maybe that left foot feels stable. What do you feel is receptive? What are you receiving here? Before we get any further, make sure you have a block over on that right side, because we're going to bring our right hand either to a block or to the floor. So if you don't have one there already, grab one. And then come back into that left foot grounded, arms out like a T. Yep. We're going to bring the arms into cactus first. Maybe that's the menorah arms you have. Let's bring the elbows and the palms together. Then reach those elbows up as much as you can. Bring the chin to the chest. And just kind of feel maybe an opening in the upper body, the upper back. And then lift the chest, lift the chin. Let the elbows kind of drop down. Maybe they're just in front of the shoulders now. And then bring the elbows over to the right side, but bring the head towards the left. So the left leg is to one side, the right arm, or the arms are to the right side. And then we'll bring the arms to the left side, the gaze, chin towards the right side. Feeling the gaze the opposite direction of the effort. And then bring everything back to the middle, elbows, palms, chin, gaze. Release those arms, give them a little break, and shake them out, and then bring them out like a T again. Nice job. Yeah, good. Let out a sigh as you exhale, bring that right hand towards a block. Oh, you can press it into the side of the block, into the floor, so left hand high to the sky. This is very similar to that half moon where we have a limb grounded, we have one extended, and then we have an arm to the sky and an arm to the earth. If you want, rest that right hand on the block, and maybe you lift that left foot off the ground just a little bit. And then you can bring it back down. And then we can lift it back up off the ground. You know, this is, I like to call this our half moon. So if you like to reduce your fractions, maybe quarter moon. This is our quarter moon. Breathing in and out here. Let's lower the left leg down. Bring the arms up, the shoulders over the hips once again. Yeah, And then arms come up overhead. And we're going to feel that energy of the half moon again, where we have the energy in all directions. As we exhale down, bring the hands to the floor and walk them out in front of us. That left hand on the earth, the right knee grounding. Coming into an expression of our puppy pose. With that left leg out to the side. We're going to breathe here, maybe 3 rounds of breath. So allow yourself to relax here into the arms extended, the knee, the foot grounding. Breathe in. And then as you're ready, keep that right hand planted. And maybe you bring the left arm under the chest, the back of that left hand to the floor, threading the needle. And then you feel energy past the head. You have energy out to the right with the arm, energy out to the left with the leg, and energy behind you with that right foot. So kind of embodying the elements of half moon throughout all these shapes today. Tuning into that energy. On an exhale, just slide that left arm underneath the heart, bring it forward again so the hands are in the same direction. Now walk the hands back towards the knees. Then once you get there, inhale to bring the shoulders over the chest again. Extend the fingertips beyond those narrow edges of the mat. Now, as you're ready, release the hands behind the back. And then pull that fist, pull those hands towards that right heel. Keep the head lifted. Maybe you feel an opening across the shoulders, tops of the shoulders, and you reach those hands for the heel. And if you want, maybe you bring that chin to the chest. And we're just going to kind of ease into this. You can lower the chin, lower and lower if you want. Opening up across those shoulders. And begin to lift the chin slightly. Now stop pulling those hands towards the heel, relaxing the arms. Feel those shoulders relax. Bring the arms back out like a T again. And now we'll bring that left hand towards that left leg, reach the right arm to sky. This is somewhat of a variation of our triangle shape. Inhale. Now exhale, bring the right hand towards that block, towards the right side of the body, and the left arm up to sky. Give yourself one more breath here. And then we'll exhale to kind of pivot that right foot onto the mat. Bring the left hand down, bring the left knee down, and then we'll find our tabletop. And maybe you're facing kind of away from your computer now, but that's okay, because we're going to move here in a moment, but we're just going to give ourselves a tabletop and sway the hips a little. So whichever direction you're facing, it's no problem. Sway those hips. And now let's inhale to reach the right leg back, flexing the foot. Then inhale to bring that left arm forward and feel that energy down, forward and back. Feel the back of the heart open as you press the right hand down, reach the left arm forward, breathe in. Let's round the back as you bring the elbow to the knee, coming into it, tap back, knee to elbow, then inhale, extend through the feet and the fingertips to our bird dog. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Then inhale, extend it. Beyond the fingertips, beyond the heel, reach. Inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand, lower the right knee. Maybe sway the hips side to side. Now we'll exhale, walk the hands towards the knees. We'll rise up with the arms, then turn face up long into the mat again. Bring that block to the left side of the body. And then when you're ready, bring that heart up, lift the gaze, and then bring that right leg to the side, the left knee grounds. Maybe bring the hands to the hips, shoulders up, back and down. And then we'll begin to rotate that foot. So bring the heel down, toes to sky. And then the foot comes back down. And just on your own pace, just kind of moving, opening up through the hip. The toes come up and the foot comes down. Just a couple more times, a couple more rotations of that hip. And we'll ground the foot. Inhale to bring the arms out like a T. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands into cactus. Breathe in. Feel nice and stable here. As we bring the elbows to meet the palms. Press the fingers together. And then begin to lift those elbows. Be higher than the shoulders. And then tuck the chin. And we'll pause here. Pressing the hands together, using that energy to press them together. Inhale. And now we'll exhale to bring the elbows down, lift the head. Inhale. And then exhale to bring those elbows, arms, hands to the left side. Bring the gaze over that right shoulder. Again, the energy moving in different directions, but we still have that stability. See if we can find some ease here and then allow ourselves to receive the benefits of the shape. Exhale, bring the gaze towards the left and the elbows towards the right. Breathing into that belly. It's a slight twist on the torso, right? You can breathe. Exhale, bring the elbows to the middle, the gaze to the middle. Inhale to open up the arms, let them kind of hang out. You can shake out those arms. It's a lot of effort. Yeah, nice. That's a great idea. Back and forth, kind of sweeping them out. And then inhale to bring them out again. Let the breath go. Whew. Now let's exhale to lower that left hand towards that block. Reach the right arm to sky. Our half moon. Our gate pose is what it's called in Sanskrit, Parigasana. So you're ready? Lift that right foot up if you want. There's that quarter moon. You can lower. You can bring it back up if you want. Again, that energy moving in all directions. Let's bring that foot down. Inhale to bring those shoulders over the hips. Fingertips high to the sky. And then we'll exhale to cascade forward, walking those hands away from the body for that heart melting variation with the right leg out. Palms come down. If you want, you can lower those elbows and the forearms. And then whenever you're ready, ground that left hand. Just gently, with awareness, bring that right arm under the heart, the back of the right hand, pressing into the floor, or you can relax it. And feel our energy just in all directions. I think this is such a nice reminder that with this essence of our half moon, that ease, stability, and receptivity, that when our energy, just like half moon, is in all directions, just like it is now, we can still have our center, we can still have that balance, we can have the ease, the stability, and we can still receive. Maybe the receptivity is in the form of delegating or asking for help. That ease can be the breath, that ease can be, breaking tasks down into smaller parts. Allowing yourself to drop into what the ease, stability, and receptivity means to you. And we're kind of pulled in different directions. Our yoga practice is here to remind us that it's possible. Let's inhale to bring that arm out and forward. Drop the heart down, melting it to the earth. And then let's exhale to walk that hand towards the midline, towards that knee. And then slowly just rise up on your own time. Giving yourself permission to honor your pace today, as always. Choosing a pace of grace. Choosing a pace that honors your energy today. Let's inhale. Exhale to bring that right hand towards that right leg, and then reach that left arm up. Kind of that triangle pose in a way. Bless you. Breathe in and out. Let's exhale, come into our half moon shape. If you want to lift that foot, you can. We're just going to flow from side to side here. Just a little bit of fluidity. Bring the right hand down, lift arm up. Good. And now exhale, bring the arms all like to you once again. Kind of pivot that left foot onto the mat, bring the hands down. Bring the right knee to meet the left, meeting in table again. You can sway those hips side to side. Let the breath go. Maybe tap the tops of the feet to the ground. That feels nice. You can bring the fingertips to face the knees. And then our little wrist opening here. We're going to bring the sits bones kind of towards the heels. Coming into our rabbit pose, we're going to bring that crown of the head to the earth. So the best way to find the crown of the head, when we do inversions such as rabbit, you can bring your palm, the back of your hand, to your forehead, and then you bring the fingers across the head, and where that middle finger is, that's your crown. So right here, like dope. Then fold the hand over the head, and where that middle finger lands, that's the part, that's the crown. So right there, when we come into rabbit or headstand, that's where that energy is. And we don't put weight on there. The weight isn't on there, but that's the part that's on the earth. And the weight here on our rabbit, remember, that's in our knees, that's in our feet. So you're kind of in on your heels with the sits bones. Find that crown of the head, get it on the earth, and then the hands are on either side of the head, but the weight is in the knees. And we'll find our rabbit. Now here, keeping the weight on the knees, you guys, and kind of in those, see the glutes, those sits bones, they kind of are like a lever. They kind of keep us steady. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace those hands, and maybe you reach the hands to the sky. But only if you can keep the weight up of your head. Maybe you flip the palms towards the back of the mat. That might be kind of tricky, but you can try that. You can also just keep those hands towards the heels or towards the side of the head. Let's breathe in. And now let's exhale to slowly kind of bring those sits bones closer to the heels. Lift the head off the ground with control because we've been upside down. And then maybe you sit down on the heels like a hero pose. Maybe you come into a high kneel. Give yourself a few breaths. Inhale. And then as you're ready, we're going to drop into that table. And our wrist opener again. Bring the fingertips to face the side of the mat. So left fingertips face the left side, the right fingertips face the right. Maybe you just sway to the right, and then you sway to the left, As you sway to the right wrist kind of opens. Over to the left wrist kind of opens. And then back to the middle. Bring the palms to normal kind of tabletop shape. And then let's curl the toes under and lift the hips up and back, finding our Adho Mukha Svanasana, that first downward facing dog of the morning for us together. Oh, let the breath go. Maybe lifting the heels and then lowering, and curling the toes if you want. Lowering the knees, maybe finding them steady. Let's breathe in. Now let's exhale to lower those knees. Let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Now let's keep those toes curled under. So with those toes curled under, plant the hands, and then just lift the knees off the ground. They don't have to come off way off the ground, just a little bit off the ground, but only if that honors your energy. It might feel better to move through cat-cow here. If you want, lift the knees off the earth. Feel that strength in the quads. Those quads are really powerful for grounding. So bring your awareness there and then lower those knees. Feel yourself steady. Let's inhale, just lift the gaze forward and bring the hand, that right come between the hands and then the left. Lower those hips, let's roll up to standing. Wiggling out the knees and rising up to mountain pose. Nice, you guys. Oh. Feel that prana rushing to the head. Inhale. Exhale. So here's our mountain pose. Our mountain pose is so powerful for that stability, right? So maybe feel that stability. Where is it in the body? Where is it in your world right now? Inhale. And then gently exhale, maybe release the hands. And then let's find our block and make sure that we've got a block towards that left corner of the mat, or maybe off the top left of the mat. But we're going to come into half moon on the left side first. So have it on the left side, wherever that is, wherever that makes sense for you. Now this is how we're going to move into our half moon. So we're in our mountain pose. We're just going to bend the knees and then reach for that block with the left hand. So the knees are slightly bent, right? So then we're just going to bring that right foot back, and then kind of turn the hips to the right, and then turn the chest. And then you might lift that right leg up a little. See, and this doesn't look anything like what we think of with half moon, but it's energy down, energy back, and we can bring the hand to the sky. That left leg can stay bent. Maybe you do bring that right leg up a little higher, a little straighter, and the right arm a little straighter. Sure, that's fine. But the essence of our half moon is our energy in all directions. So we can embody that however that feels for us. Maybe that's back down where we were before. So give yourself some space. Give yourself some time here. The word Saraswati in Sanskrit means true essence. So find your essence today, your energy today, and drop into the essence of half moon in whatever that expression is. Then we'll come out of that together. So bend the left knee if it's not bent already. Lower the right leg down. Then kind of bring that right foot to meet the left, turning the heart and the hips parallel to the ground. And then we'll come up and rise back into mountain pose. Wiggle out the knees. And find your ease, stability, and receptivity here in your mountain pose. Maybe noticing that torso that's so active in that half moon. Give yourself a breath. Exhale, let it go. Now, as you're ready, bring that block to the right side of the mat. I'm just going to turn and face you guys. So from our mountain pose, we're going to come into that half moon. So just slightly bend the knees, reach that right hand towards the block with that right knee bent. So kind of leaning onto that block. And then kind of drag that left toe back. Then you slightly begin to turn that left shoulder up. And then the left hip up, bending the right leg. And then straightening just a little. bringing that left leg behind you maybe. Maybe the left leg is on the floor and the right leg is forward and that foot is up just a little bit. Again, just bring the energy in 4 different directions. The crown of the head one way, the back foot one way, the bottom foot down, and then the left arm up. Doesn't even have to be way to the sky. So find your half moon, you guys. Ardha Chandrasana. The ease, the stability, and the receptivity that this shape is here to remind us that we have inside of us. Breathe in now. And slowly bend that right knee. Bring the left foot down. Bring the hips and the heart and the face parallel with the floor. And then you can kind of wiggle the legs side to side, bend the knees, and as you're ready, we'll rise up. And feel that fresh energy that was all different directions coming back to center in our mountain pose. Feel it up the torso, down the legs, out to the fingertips. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Bending the knees, inhale to rise up again. Exhale, folding forward. Bend the knees, inhale, rise up. Exhale, folding forward, nice. And now bend the knees, bring the arms on, rise up one more time. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth, Uttanasana. Inhale back to your tabletop. Give yourself a breath. From your tabletop, drop down to your child's pose. And then reach those sits bones towards the heels. Reach those hands forward. Exhale. Inhale. Let's exhale up to our table just so we can kind of bring those knees back and lower down onto the stomach. And then with our stomach on the floor, the low ribs on the floor, we're going to come into a variation of our crocodile. So the elbows can be in front of the shoulders. And rest the left hand on the floor, and then that right elbow is kind of at the end of the right fingertips. And then rest the right hand on top of that left forearm. And then we'll just lift the gaze a little. So the forearms are parallel with the narrow edge of the mat. And we'll just belly breathe into the earth. So when I'm laying on the floor, my hands are like this for this version of crocodile. And my heart is lifted. And it's just a little bit of flexion on that low back. So forearms parallel with the front of the mat. So a little bit of awareness in that lumbar spine. If you want to have a little bit more of a back bend, then bring those elbows closer to the hips. But it doesn't have to be a deep back bend. We're just here, we're bringing the awareness to the breath, into diaphragmatic breathing, breathing into the earth. Inhale, pressing the belly out. And then letting it go. Inhale. Exhale. Let's inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4. Inhale one more time. On your exhale, just let go of the upright chest. Let your hands come flat, the arms flat. Let the head rest on the back of the hands. Let everything that's melt into the earth. Dropping into our center. Now we'll exhale if you want to come into Shavasana on the back body. Roll over. You want to rest in Shavasana on the front of the body today, you can do that. Give yourself a moment or two to adjust to the back body on the floor. You have a blanket in your bar. That is the best little balm. It's soothing elixir for the soul. A blanket on top of the body in your Shavasana. Maybe offer that to yourself, whatever you need. Soften the gaze. Soften the inside of the cheeks. Maybe sweep the tongue across the upper gums. Then sweep the tongue across those lower gums. And then open and close the mouth, like opening that jaw wide. Maybe scrunching the face. And then relax that face. And feel the body melt into the ground, melting into the earth. And then visualizing yourself on your mat. Say to yourself, may I be filled with loving kindness. May I have ease. May I have stability. May I have receptivity. And now bringing into your heart, into your mind, someone that you care about deeply. Maybe someone that just always seems to brighten your day, or brings a smile to your heart when they come to your mind. Visualize that person and say to that person, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be at ease. May you have stability. May you have receptivity. And now bring it into your heart space. Someone that you see around town. See them around town right now. And say to that person, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be at ease. May you have stability. May you have receptivity. And now bringing into your heart space, those of us in class today, person beside you, above you, wherever they are on the screen. Just see them. Let's say to one another, may we be filled with loving kindness. May we be at ease. May we have stability. May we have receptivity. Now giving ourselves the next few moments to just bask in the essence of half moon, to bask in the essence of loving kindness, of ease, of stability and receptivity. Letting that marinate into ourselves, into our bones, into our bodies. And now closing with just a few rounds of our Dirga pranayama. That's where we imagine a 3-part breath from the low belly up to the upper chest. So it's as if there were an elevator at the base of the belly. And our inhale inhales up to the first floor, and it pauses, the elevator doors open and close. Inhale up to the second, in the same breath, pause, and then up to the upper chest. And then we exhale, that elevator descends down, back in front of the body. We inhale the low belly, mid belly, upper chest. So on your next inhale, whenever you're ready, just feel it in the low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That 3-part inhale. And let the breath go. And just coming back to your natural breath. Feeling your body on the floor. And remain on your backs here to close class together. Drawing an inhale in and letting the breath go one last time together. We'll inhale and exhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Namaste.